right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I've never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what the mad for. I just had to do it, got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Houston Texans. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down. 10-2 soft. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Check 13. Twist on travel. Shoot.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this first and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That ball complete to Isabella. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hey, we got 3 down.
Kaepernick to throw on second down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC championship. It's a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Here we go.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo. You don't want none. You got it. Pick up the ball. Set, go. 44 to Mike. 44. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery able to get him for a loss of about 3. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 44, Mike, 44. Clear. Oh, yeah. Down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That is caught at the 7. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. He gives it up. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach...
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. And Isabella, 26 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get... a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. This one caught by Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure toward. The quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
We go! 18 Gator.
53, Mike, 53.
Here we go, here we go. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 53's the Mike.
Deep river.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check 53's Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 52.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. That's Isabella open on the right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard
The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
180.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, it's Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Football's the mic.
Get it.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. It's complete. Stills. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this is caught for a touchdown. And hold everything here, flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I'm going to hit you all day.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
I hope you brought your rest, 'cause I'm about to take you to school.
Hey, high 7.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Hey, zoom.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Danny.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. A big rush by the Texans, and they block it. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans push further out in front.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it third down.
And 8 yards to go.
180.
I'm coming.
From the gun, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Who that?
Hey!
44 to Mike. Bandit.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. All day.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they're really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Tally that as catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield with it once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 51 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Run.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Ready to break.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Pumphrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
80 weapons. 5.
They run with Pumphrey, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
Go!
12 at the
60 out more.
I got him.
Get it.
Here's the option going left on second down. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Got it. Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hit. Watch the twist.
Bravo.
44, Mike, 44.
Go.
Give me that ball, defense.
Snap.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
I'm coming.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield off the play fake. Steps in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
We own them.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's Jamie Gillendown. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
44 is to Mike. Yo.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, Kaepernick. Able to find Isabella. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
With confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively, kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they have.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. Finding room at the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, he's going to let it fly. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point,